Welcome to Thomas Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March 30th, 2021. Before we get to WWE's Monday Night Raw results, we got some news that happened, I believe, a couple of days ago and today, I believe, or yesterday. We got a new inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. And ladies and gentlemen, he is a ECW legend. He is a former WWE champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he did leave Impact Wrestling a couple months ago. I can't say a year ago. A couple months ago, ladies and gentlemen, your new Hall of Famer in the 2021 Hall of Fame class is Rob Van Dam. He's in the Hall of Fame. Congrats to RVD being in the Hall of Fame. We will see him again in a WWE program. Ladies and gentlemen, people have been talking about NXT's, this rumor of NXT moving to Tuesdays. And guess what? The rumors is true, because starting April 13th, NXT moves to Tuesdays. So technically, I guess, when April 13th hits, I could do NXT and AEW's results in the same week. Because we do Impact Wrestling now, starting next week, I believe, on Fridays now, because they're going on Tuesdays. So, that's interesting. It's going to change a little bit of my video time, but that's okay. Oh, I need to erase that one because I already told you guys about that. Now we got some WWE Monday Night Raw. One match got added to WrestleMania. It's a championship match. It will be Riddle defending his United States Championship against Sheamus, because they had a match. But before we get to that, we had a big segment beginning of Raw. And there's a lot of things that happened. We had the dirt sheet with Miz and John Morrison premiering their new single, Hey Hey Hop Hop, to make fun of Bad Bunny. But Bad Bunny did a nice punch in the face, and then they destroyed the dirt sheet set in the ring. Both Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton has something to say before their match at WrestleMania. Well, technically the Fiend can't talk because he's a zombie now. He was in the Alexa Bliss's playground and he looked like a creepy man. But ladies and gentlemen, they both have something to say. The bounty on Drew McIntyre continues when Drew McIntyre is attacking random people to say hurry up and take your opportunity. I will tell you who got their opportunity at the end, because that was our main event. So ladies and gentlemen, nothing really big, nothing else big happened. But we do know, well, I don't know what I'm talking about. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a big segment before the show. MVP replaced Samoa Joe this week on the commentary. I guess Joe is doing something. I don't know what he's doing. But and then we have a contract signing. Rhea Ripley and Asuka is officially signed to have a match at WrestleMania. And then Rhea just smashed the table on the face of Asuka. Asuka was dead. Was hurt on the ground, I meant, not dead. But ladies and gentlemen, Nia came out and Shayna asked, where's their match at WrestleMania? And they issue a challenge to Rhea Ripley and Asuka next week in a tag team match. Rhea accepted for both of them when Asuka was covering her mouth. I don't know why. I guess she got hit in the mouth. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the big segment. We got the Hurt Business in the ring, and then, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley is upset after the failures of Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. They couldn't beat Drew McIntyre in a handicap match. People say that's the easiest match because it's two of you and one of him. They still couldn't beat him. And then he says, "Don't let me talk about the tag team titles when you lost those." Not Sheamus, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander had some words to say, well, technically Shelton did, saying that they were the ones that helped Bobby Lashley win the WWE title. And try and get in his space, and then MVP tried to separate them with his cane. And then Shelton says, "Don't talk to me like I'm a kid." And then we got Bobby Lashley punches Cedric Alexander in the face, and then a big brawl between Shelton and Bobby Lashley happened. But ladies and gentlemen, it's officially, well, it's not officially, I don't know, it's officially over. But the Hurt Business is over because Shelton and Cedric Alexander got fired of the Hurt Business. But MVP and Bobby Lashley still a team. So, we don't know, are they actually gone? But we just know Cedric and Shelton is fired of the Hurt Business. So they have to fight for themselves. They said Shelton is Cedric Alexander's tag team partner, so maybe they're still a tag team? I'm hoping they are because they don't have a lot of tag teams in Raw. Imagine MVP and Bobby Lashley could be a tag team. That makes more tag teams happen on Raw. Not just AJ Styles and Omos, whatever his name is. We had Sheamus versus Riddle because what happened last week when Sheamus attacked Riddle with his own scooter. But it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed this match. It was great. Sheamus and Riddle never, ever makes me... I don't doubt these guys. I don't doubt these guys are great. They are great. They're amazing. And they, like, the first match they had before when Riddle was not the champion, they had an amazing match. I enjoyed it. It was great. But even this match was great. But the winner of that match was Sheamus. And that's how that match got made at WrestleMania, because Sheamus beat the champion, so he gets a future shot at the title, and that future is at WrestleMania. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Shane McMahon, Jackson Ryker, and Elias coming out, still making fun of Braun Strowman, and then he had some excuse why his leg was better, because nobody else is a doctor. Well, people know that when there is a liar and a faker, it's not all those things that you said, because you didn't hurt your knee. You just didn't want to fight Braun Strowman at Fastlane. Just say it, Shane, my God. Because every time Braun comes to the ring, you run like a little baby. Okay? Just say it, please. Just say it. Stop making fun of the big man and start saying that you're a baby. Because you're acting like one. You're acting like a coward running every time Braun Strowman comes. You're making fun of he's stupid, but you're the coward. You're running. Ladies and gentlemen, they brought out Braun Strowman 5th grade report card. It doesn't look like a normal report card. I had report cards, but this thing looks like it's like, I don't think a kid's supposed to know how to read that. It looks so easy to read. But his report card says he had all D's. D+, D-, and a D and all that. He got a D in the gym. I don't know how that big man got a D in the gym. And then the teachers had something to say. I remember that part. They had some things to say, saying that, oh, they're a great student, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, Braun Strowman came out. And then again, when he got into the ring, Shane ran like a big baby. He's trying to get further away from the ring, so he's trying to go like up behind the barricade. I don't know. But big baby Shane is running like a big baby. So we had Braun Strowman versus Jackson Ryker. It was an okay match, but there weren't a lot of interfering by Elias and Shane, but Mr. Jackson Ryker lost the match. But some weird noise happened when he was doing that running thing. I guess he called it the running train, whatever he's called it. And he does the running train, and then the sound effects just sounded like a train. It was funny. But ladies and gentlemen, Braun Strowman beat Jackson Ryker. Both Shane McMahon and Elias tried to beat up Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman swatted those guys away. They ran outside the ring. And we know the stipulation for WrestleMania between Strowman and Shane. It will be a steel cage match at WrestleMania. Then we had Bobby Lashley versus his former tag team partner or group member, Shelton Benjamin. But that's not over yet. Next week, he will have Cedric Alexander. Cedric is really dumb. But I thought it was a 2-on-1 handicap match because the announcer says this is a 2-on-1 handicap match, but it was a 1-on-1 match. What are you doing, Greg Valentine? But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. Bobby Lashley just destroyed Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin has some upper hands. But ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Lashley gets the win. Then we had Xavier Woods versus AJ Styles. Before that even happened, the New Day had game night. Not video games. They had game night. They had charades, Pictionary. AJ was playing along, but Almaz, whatever his name is, was not playing. He didn't care. He says, we don't win the tag team titles with these games. We get the tag titles when we beat the New Day at WrestleMania. And at WrestleMania, I'm going to show you what I can do. That's what Almaz says. So we have a match between AJ Styles versus Xavier Woods. Pretty decent match. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Xavier Woods by disqualification because of Almaz. He did a military press onto Kofi Kingston over the barricade, and then he tripped Mr. Xavier Woods. That's how he made the disqualification. And then he did a big spine buster on Xavier Woods to show him that's a little bit you could see what I could do at WrestleMania, before WrestleMania. Then we have Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. We got Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke on commentary. We got Lana in the corner of Nia Jax. We got Reginald and Shayna Baszler. No, wait, Lana is in the corner of Naomi. I messed up there. Reginald and Shayna Baszler is in the corner of Nia Jax. We got chaos. We have everything here. We got Lana trying to get rid of Reginald because he tried to interfere. And then Nia Jax was trying to do another Samoan drop onto the table. Lana reversed on and pushed Nia Jax into Mandy Rose, knocking her off her seats. We got Dana Brooke attacking Lana. Shayna Baszler it was Naomi versus Shayna Baszler in this match. And then Shayna got distracted and got the roll-up. Naomi wins by the roll-up. I think we're going to have a multi-women tag team match for the tag team titles because Tamina and Natalya attacked the tag team champions as well last week on SmackDown and Bianca Belair. But what's going to happen at WrestleMania? Are we going to see a women's tag team titles on the line? Are we going to see the SmackDown tag team titles on the line? That's the only two titles that is not on the line yet at WrestleMania. All Raw titles are on the line, not SmackDown's. SmackDown has the Universal title, Intercontinental title, and that's it. They don't even have, and the Women's Championship. But they don't have their tag team titles on the line. I'm hoping they announce it this week on SmackDown, or maybe next week on the last week before WrestleMania. I'm hoping. But ladies and gentlemen, then we found out who is going to be versing Drew McIntyre. Take him out and get himself a shot at the WWE title at WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre went in the locker room and start harassing everybody, yelling at everybody. He attacked Humberto Carrillo, some guy in a gray shirt. I thought it was Raul Medusa, but I don't know. I think it's Angel Garza or something. He had tried to attack Drew McIntyre. Drew threw this guy over the couch, and then he did a Glasgow kiss on somebody. I forgot who it was. And then he was yelling at Drew Gulak. He's tagging him in Twitter feeds to get replied. He got replied. He got issued a challenge, but he did not say yes. But he went to face with Ricochet. Ricochet accepted the match. So in the main event, we got Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I love Ricochet. The guy's amazing. I enjoyed watching this guy. But the winner of that match was Drew McIntyre after the Claymore. Ricochet had a great performance. Like, seriously, this guy had a great performance. But it wasn't done there. After his match, we got Ali attacking Drew McIntyre after the match. What is Ali wearing? I hate the color green. This is brown. But the color of green that he was wearing, it looked like really bad poop. Yeah, like seriously, I'd rather him wearing black. I know he was wearing it because of Retribution. But what are you wearing? So our real main event, it would be Drew McIntyre versus Ali. Pretty decent match. I enjoy watching Ricochet and Ali. I would love to see these guys as a tag team. But Ali is a bad guy and Ricochet is a good guy, so it won't work right now. But I would love to see them as a tag team. Pretty decent match, but Drew McIntyre gets the win. Drew calls out the almighty WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley came out. They both had some words to say. And ladies and gentlemen, they had a brawl between Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre with a headbutt. He kicked Bobby Lashley out of the ring. And then here comes King Corbin from SmackDown, attacking Drew McIntyre, beating the living hell of him. And then Bobby Lashley came back, did a hurt lock onto Drew McIntyre. And then you just hear King Corbin do it again. Bobby Lashley did it again. Bobby Lashley has some trash talking, saying, "You're not going to get my WWE title at all." And then ladies and gentlemen, Drew tried to get back up. And then there's a third hurt lock on Drew McIntyre to end Monday Night Raw. Pretty decent show. I enjoyed it. Let's see what happens at the end of the week before, the last week before WrestleMania. Let's see what happens. That's all for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And I believe this is our last Impact Wrestling until we do it on Friday next week. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye.